To maintain a healthy river, it's important that livestock are kept out of the river as much as possible. With frequent trampling by sheep and cattle, riverbanks collapse and produce excess eroded soil which releases into watercourses. An overloading of sediment can create challenges for water treatment operators when the river water is abstracted for drinking water supply. It can also damage freshwater habitats as the excess silt settles on the stony riverbed. This is a problem for species like salmon and trout as they require clean gravel for spawning. More problems arise because the soil carries nutrients, including phosphates. When lost to the river, it can encourage algal blooms, depleting oxygen in the river and putting the health of aquatic wildlife at risk. The phosphate also represents the loss of a valuable nutrient from the farmland. Issues with erosion and nutrient loss can be prevented by erecting fencing between the field and the riverbank. It is important that the fencing is well built and secure. A minimum gap of approximately 2 metres is left between the top of the riverbank and the fence line. Sometimes banks that have been damaged need extra stabilisation, which can be achieved by planting trees. The young trees quickly form a strong root network that binds the soil. This also helps to create a joined-up stretch of habitat called a buffer strip, where otters, birds and other wildlife can thrive. Of course, once livestock no longer have access to the river, an alternative provision of drinking water is required. Installing a pasture pump, mains water trough or solar-powered trough solves the problem, with each fitted depending on its purpose. Pasture pumps are most appropriate for beef cattle that quickly learn to press a nose plate which hydraulically pumps water up from the river into the drinking dish. A solar-powered trough pumps water from a nearby stream into a larger container. This is more suited to dairy herds or sheep. It is often the best option as it incurs no electricity or water costs to the farm business once installed. Finally, mains troughs are plumbed into the mains water supply. They are used where water quality or quantity in the nearby waterway is unreliable. The Land Incentive Scheme grant aided the installation of fencing on 77 farms along the banks of the River Derg, totalling 53 kilometres. Fencing provides a sustainable and cost-effective way of reducing soil erosion, pollutant runoff and habitat creation. It benefits the farmer or landowner and provides protection for our precious drinking water resources. For more information on livestock fencing along watercourses and simple changes you could make around the farm, head to www.sourcetotap.eu.